down, people? It's your boy Meyer Crawl. We are back, starting with season 3, episode 1. Today, we got a whole new studio. We got a whole new camera, audio system. Everything's different. Everything is new. But the one thing that's not new today is my brother who's sitting here with me. Well, not with me, but virtually sitting here with me. Wesley Dowdy. What's going on, baby?
What's up, bro?
Man, it's been a minute. When was the last time we actually seen each other?
Meyer, it's been one of these weddings. Now, I can't put my finger on whose wedding it was, but it was either you.
Bro.
It's yours.
Mine?
Yes, it was yours.
Yeah,
Oh my
because
God.
Vad got
No, no,
married
no, no,
before me.
no. Vaz.
I think he got married. I think he had his wedding before mine, I think.
If
Or
I
was
ever met him.
Bro, I don't know, man. My dates and
Well,
stuff be all over the place. But it's been a long time.
mine's are too.
That's like 7 or 8 years since the last time we seen each other.
I know.
And we tried to do this in person, but I knew for a fact you were the first friend of mine that was a father. And I think me and that alluded to it just a little bit on the very first episode, season 1. And I didn't think it'd be this long before I finally got a chance to sit down with you. But today I want to kind of build perspective around just the whole situation. Like, I was so happy that a friend of mine was becoming a father and just doing something cool, something new. But I don't think I really grasped what was going on. I don't, even
You
now
weren't
being
the only
older,
one.
it's so hard to kind of wrap my head around.
Everybody else grasped what was going on except for us.
Bro,
Me included.
we were just so happy all
Nobody
the
did.
time. Nobody did. Can you
Yeah.
let's go back in time. First, let me slow down because
Let's go
I'm
back.
getting ahead of myself. First, introduce yourself to the people, and then we're going to get into it. Talk to me.
Oh, my name is Wesley Dowdy from Durham, North Carolina, where my brother Meyer, man. Bull City, born and raised, man. Went to the same high school. Now I reside in Charlotte. Got a 12-year-old daughter. Trying to be the best dad we can always be.
I see, man. Number one dad. You got your number one dad cap on. So
Well, you know it,
there we
man. Get some
go.
of my grandfather's not passed down to me.
There we go. Smooth, smooth. So, yeah, let's go back in time a little bit. Like I said, we went to high school together. Not only did we go to high school together, we did a lot together, bro. Like, we
Yes.
played football for arguably the best high school football team to come out of Durham, North Carolina. We won state championship.
Oh, for sure.
We went 16-0, and we were able to claim that title before we even played our first game. Like, after that, we got handed the keys to the city. Like, everywhere we went, somebody was talking about our state championship team.
Listen, we could give them a Gator type Netflix special about that, but we'll
Yeah,
just let it go down the history of the positives.
there we go. We do it
We
just
were
like that.
great.
And normally, if you were in the room, I would have the old Hillside bourbon next to me. But when we get together, then I'll pull that bottle out again.
I got my jersey and all my little stuff. Now my ring, no clue,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
here.
It's here.
It's
There we go.
here.
Bet. So
But
talk to me,
where?
man. Let's go back in the
No clue.
past a little bit. Talk to me.
Let's go back.
How did you find out what was going through your mind before she came?
Hmm. So when I found out, how did I find out?
And how old were
Well,
you?
of course you have the knowing, the ifs. Oh my God, you're late still? Okay, couple days. I'm cool. A week, questionable. 2 weeks, concerning.
Concerned.
Now, I don't know about what everybody else is individually going through at high school, but you hear things. I'm assuming this is all at that time. It sounds kind of crazy, but this is all technically a part of the high school experience.
Yeah,
I had other friends that got girls pregnant,
yeah.
and abortion happened. I don't even like to speak of that stuff. Shushmortion.
Yeah, those are curse
That's what we
words now.
call it. Yes, we don't even believe in that. Now I believe you're gonna deal with it, player.
Yeah.
But back then it was like, no, you deal with it in other ways. But I was just like, oh, okay, now it happened to me. Shh, this ain't supposed to happen to me, of course. But man, come on, nigga, it's me. But let me go check my bearings. Let me see if I got a little paper around. Let me
Mhm.
ask, hey, brother, can you let me $100. Let's go ahead and get this and see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But you kind of forget you're the man. This is you've already somewhat done your part. It's
Yeah.
up to her and everybody on her side. I've been amazing, baby. Yeah, so no, nothing's perfect. Oh, we don't have to get along with everything, but she's
Yeah.
still a great mother to my daughter. I can't ask for nothing else. We don't have to get along. Well, we do get along, but we don't have to agree on everything.
Right. Right.
Nothing has to be perfect. As long as you're doing your best as you can do, and I'm doing the best that I can do.
Right.
That's all I can ever ask for. But at the time, they were like, "Oh, what, Wesley? We don't do that."
And who was saying we
Her
don't do
mother
that?
had a child young.
Was this like a
Her
friend
mother's
thing, or
mother
was
had a child young,
family? It was family talking to
and
y'all.
everybody's looking at me on my side like, we had you at mid 30s, homie. Uh, we were made with our parents older. Like, what are you up to? I'm
Mm.
like, oh, snap.
So
But
put me in the mindset of you right there. Like hearing that, like both families had different perspectives and ideas about what was going on. And I'm pretty sure you were probably a bit nervous speaking to your parents during that time. Was there any point in time where you felt like maybe alone, or
brother,
that you couldn't tell them, or did you finally start feeling more comfortable about talking about it?
you're right. Let's properly go back, sir. My father is a police officer, very strict, very straight to the point, brother. My mother works in finance, works at a bank, very straight to the point, sister. Okay,
Mm.
they down with statistics, is understanding what's straightforward in life. I guess I don't want to. I don't want to speak too much,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
straight to the point. So they like Wesley. Do you really understand what's happening? When I told my mom, she just repeated me and just kept saying, "How?" I'm like, "Well, she's pregnant. How?
You're like, Mom,
How? How?
I know you
How?" I'm
went
like,
to
I could break
anatomy.
this down, but this is an emotional time. My brother's crying in front of me, you crying, and you just asking me why. And
Wow.
I'm emotional. I'm a little crying, but in my mind, I'm like, wow, I can tell you how. It's crazy, but this ain't supposed to be how it go. But this is when I learned early, don't do too much. I was doing too much that night.
Mm.
Beautiful results,
Say
but
less. Yeah.
trials and tribulation play.
Mm-hmm. Man, that's
But
wild.
no, it's just they weren't trying to hear it. Now my dad, on the other hand, he was even a harder hurdle. Now when I had to let him know, I know my parents are separated. So my mother, oh, let me tell you how I had to let him know anyway. My baby mother, her mother let me know that the day of the semifinals of our going to the state championship, we had a game, and she said, "Oh, the Alexis, my baby mother, went to the doctor, and they figured out she was pregnant." She said,
Mm.
"Oh, I'm coming to your house tomorrow, me and my mom, and we're going to tell your parents." I'm like,
Ah.
"What kind of crap is that?" Can't beat around this bush.
You was yeah,
But once again,
you didn't really have
it's
much
always been
time.
the best thing for me to like attack things directly.
Yeah.
Problems, let's go ahead and attack it directly. And it's also been great for me when in my life, if anything's ever happened, I don't have anywhere to really truly hide. I
Yeah.
just have to be here and accountable. So she said, "Hey, we're gonna be there at your house tomorrow." And some mother tell me that. I'm like, "Oh, I gotta tell my mom." So of course we won that game. I don't even remember who we played. Like math. Who did we play?
This is like
Semifinals. It was our
semifinals.
hardest game.
New Burn. New Burn.
Who? New Burn.
Yeah.
Facts.
I'll never forget that
Great
game. That was
game.
my best game ever.
Super emotional.
Yes.
Extra emotional for me. Nobody even know how emotional I was.
Yeah, I'm
It
about to say,
didn't
I
really
don't think
matter.
we
I
knew
just
during
needed
that
us to win.
time. I don't think you had
Oh,
told
I
us
think if
yet.
we would have lost, you know how mad that meeting would have been the next morning?
Oh,
Oh my
bro.
God. So,
Bro.
I'm telling my mom that Friday night. But let's note, didn't you come with us to Wingstop that night?
Yes, I did. Because we
Yes.
were
Yes.
singing out
Me,
the window and
you,
everything.
Cole, that.
Hmm.
Yeah. All of us together. And we all said, man, I told y'all I gotta tell my mom tonight, man. And you're like, man, this shit gonna be crazy. But in 10 years, man, we're gonna be able to laugh about this. And I said, yeah, nigga. But nigga, it's today. And
Yeah, that's the
it ain't
day. I mean, and
that
we are
motherfucking
laughing
10 years
about
from
it
now.
though.
Yeah, we are, but in the moment, you like, my nigga, You don't want to hear that, man. Like 10 years from now, man, my nigga, tomorrow,
Yeah,
nigga, they gonna
tomorrow.
be there tomorrow. You talking about? I can't zoom through this, man.
Man, it was.
We
I
gotta
know.
deal with this now.
I'll slow it down a little bit because I remember when you told us. So it was like we didn't really grasp the gravity of it. For us at the time, it's first like a
Now
no, it's really hard to. First, you're kind of like, oh
it's
snap! It's like
funny.
it's a shock. It's scary. Then it's a little bit of like, oh snap!
Lessons.
Dowdy's about to have a
You don't
baby.
ignore your lessons. You don't ignore 'em. We had another teammate head
Yep,
just about to have a baby. You know who had great baby jokes?
you
This guy
did.
had some great ones. I was a very witty brother back then. Still am.
Yes,
But jokes were highly ignorant.
that's what did
Had
it.
a lot of them.
That's
Had a
what did
lot of
it.
them. I was like, man, couldn't be me. You never say things can't be you.
How did you prepare
This
yourself?
was my one and forever warning about that.
How do you feel like you prepared yourself from the time of knowing to the time of the baby coming? Do you felt like you could prepare yourself? Like, how do you even being that young? Because it's not like you got friends to go talk to that would actually have
No,
experience. You know?
I was not prepared. I cried a lot of nights
Wow.
to myself. I was not prepared. And life is at its peak right now. We were undefeated. We were running the city. I
Mm,
had just decided that I'm about to go to North Carolina A&T because it had an amazing campus. Just went there for spring break. I don't even think no, that wasn't yet. That wasn't there. But I'd already made up my mind. That's where I wanted to go. And I go. Life was groovy,
mm.
groovy.
Toss your
Couldn't get
curveball.
no better.
Yeah.
But Wesley, slow down, player. Where you think you're going? Oh, you're right. I wasn't even at that point yet. At
Mm-mm.
that point, I was still thinking I was going to take some of these football scholarships. Howard was looking at me. Other schools were looking at me. Oh, Leslie, let's get ready to go somewhere far. As I said, I was going to be one of the people that was going to leave
Yep.
this house
Yep.
and only come back on Thanksgiving. And you might see me Christmas. I
Yep.
was going to be one of them high and by brothers.
And things change just a little
Life is funny, ain't it?
bit.
More all the time.
Life is funny. So take me
I'm the
to
closest one to my parents.
let's fast forward. Take me to the day baby girl came because I was there. That was my first time ever. I don't even do
Talking about
hospitals.
community.
Like, I think the great part about that was not only did you have family, but you had very close friends. Like, we had bonded at the start of freshman year all the way through senior year. And I don't think there was a person, guy or girl, that wasn't close to us or in our group that did not show up to that
For real, for real.
hospital that day.
I honestly think it was highly underrated moment in all of our friendships. Because coming into high school, well, even at Rogers, Sir, I was kind of like a glue guy. I know him from here. I know Cole from there. I know Jamal from here. And I link them together. I know Herbert from here. And I grew up with him. I was in preschool with him. And I just link all these people together. And next thing you know, we're a big crew of
Yeah,
friends. And
yeah,
yet, we all act like we know each other for forever, but really, we just kind of know each other now.
that's true.
But we so close now that it's a forever thing. We went through all high school like that. So you don't even realize the connections you make. And in that moment, I feel like it bonded a lot of us. I'm sorry, I just picked my nose.
No, you
But
good.
and I said it on camera. Lord Jesus. But
you good.
hey, hey, but let's focus here. But I really feel like it was a bonding moment because we was all truly there. I
Yeah,
was at a walk in with the baby. It was dope.
man.
I look up, I look see all my football homies. I see all my homegirls. See my mama. I see her Alexa mama. I see everybody. It's like, oh, I got a community. Now, no, it's funny because half of these black people are leaving in a couple of months, just like you are. But it's
Fair.
still a beautiful moment
Yeah, because it was senior
to
year, man.
commemorate us.
It was like the movie Riverdale. I don't know if you ever seen Riverdale, Sody, but like just things just start going wild for each couple, and it was almost as if they were so close. They started remembering like, hey, in a couple months, we're all gonna be
Is this
splitting up,
Netflix
going different places.
Riverdale?
Yeah, it's good. Have you seen it?
My girl watched it, man.
Man, it's awesome,
I
bro.
watch high quality television.
No, I watched the wild stuff like that. I watched like Riverdale. Vampire Diaries. Like I'm surprisingly like one of those guys. I'm not. I don't really do
It's
anime.
okay. Whatever keeps you entertained.
You do anime? Anime is like that? Is that your thing?
No, man. I'm just gotta watch. I watched like the Breaking Bads, the Game
Oh
of
no, I haven't seen
Thrones.
that. I watch Game of Thrones though. I watch Game of Thrones and Dexter.
You ever watch?
I'm
I can
stuck
go on
on
about TV
SWAT.
shows forever.
Say that again.
I'm stuck on SWAT
SWAT. Which one is that on? That Hulu?
SWAT, the TV
on
show.
Netflix.
Oh, I haven't
Yeah,
even.
the show. Yeah.
I don't think I've seen
I
SWAT
haven't
yet.
tried that yet. I've
I'm
seen
an
like
HBO guy.
I just got HBO, so I hadn't seen all the Harry Potters till like last year. Yeah, I know.
Wow.
I know. I went to
Well,
Shepherd, bro. I didn't go to Rider.
if you ever need any HBO recommendations, I'm an HBO and now Apple TV.
Ooh,
Those are my lanes. I can
ooh.
knock
Apple
down and
TV
tell you
got some
about 10
fire.
shows.
Apple TV does. Like I
Um,
went to a
well,
friend's
Apple TV
house
is cutting up.
and I just got a new phone now, so they gave me this like 3 month free thing. I'm gonna check out Apple TV. They got this one
Oh,
show
get
on
the
there. As
family plan, man.
oh yeah, okay, don't
Everybody don't need to be paying for that, man.
man, don't get me started. Don't let Apple hear though, because we on some Apple products. They might hear
Oh yeah, they already hear us, guys.
us.
But that's all good.
Yeah, that's good. So okay, so we went from the time that you found out, we went to having the baby and how things changed because you actually felt the community around you. You probably felt a lot more supported. I'm sure your confidence level probably went
Hmm.
up a little bit, but I know how I felt after the first, like bringing the baby home in the first couple months. What was that dynamic even like? Because it's not like you two were living together. It's not like we took tips on any type of co-parenting during that time. What was that like for you? And what did you learn in those first couple months, like having a child?
Running back and forth. I stayed over there some nights, come back home, stay over there some nights, running back and forth, just trying to be as supportive as I can. But I had heard a postpartum already, and they were just made it seem like, oh man, it's just a lazy man. So that's why it always happened. Lazy man. That's all shit. You better be considered lazy man. One thing I never want to be considered, nobody's about to ever call me no deadbeat. Nobody's about to put no labels on me after this. Young father, about as far as your labels gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's gonna be a deadbeat, none of that crap. Never's gonna happen. So I'm always gonna be there. I'm always gonna try to be as helpful as possible.
That's
Because
good.
I had a dad. And my nigga was here through thick and thin, everything.
That's
So
awesome.
gotta be repeating that.
So that was something that was just continue beating in your head. Is like, I don't want to
Oh,
be
for
the
sure.
negative connotation of the
Oh,
father
for
who's
sure.
not there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's all. And then and is this
Now,
because
am I saying my dad is a super positive guy? No.
yeah, that's what I was
My
gonna
dad
ask.
is
Like is
always here, my nigga. You don't need positivity all the time. You
right.
need the honesty.
Yo, yeah, you do. And did you get that though? Was it
Honesty ain't always
pounding?
positive.
Was it pounding in your head because your father had always been there for you, or was it like a social,
What?
cultural thing, or like what made you be like, I don't want to be like that? I don't think anybody wants to, but
Let me tell you. For starters, I didn't even tell you how I had to tell my dad. Let's know. I
yeah.
had to tell my mom before they showed up Saturday. My mom
Ah,
looked at me Saturday and they showed up. You need to tell your daddy.
yep.
I said, she said now. I said, wait. Let me can I tell him tomorrow?
She was like,
So I
now.
had a whole setup Sunday at church. So I had my dad pick me up with my stepmom from church, mid-service. I sat behind him in a coupe. He's
Mhm.
driving a stick. Meticulous. How all this
Meticulous.
stuff started.
So you can't reach back there.
No, this nigga tried. So,
Oh
so,
my
so, so,
god.
nigga, you should have saw his face in the review, in I mean, in the lens.
Oh
Man, he over
my
there reaching back. I'm like, you gotta change gears. I'm like, yo, relax. But that has a short temper. When it's there, he's
yeah.
there. It's no like
My
in
dad too,
between.
bro.
It's either he's hot
Yeah.
or he's boiling. So
Hmm.
you rather just have him set at the simmer in the boil, because he can crack a joke and simmer in the boiling, but he can get on fire in no
Yep.
time.
Yep.
But nah, he trying to grab me, man, trying to get at me. He ain't talked to me for like a month. Maybe
Wow.
it was like 2 months.
Why do you think
Yeah,
that was?
man.
Do you think he
And
was
he halfway
afraid?
talked to me.
Do you think he
Hmm?
was afraid? Do you think he was upset? What emotions do you think
Oh
he might
yeah.
have been going through during
Now
that
that I'm
time?
older, I think it's like
Yeah.
fears. It's a little bit of shame. And at the time, I was so ignorant to it all. Of course, you think about how people are looking at you like, oh, you're a young father. Oh my God, oh yeah, you messed up. But you don't even pay attention that people are saying the same things about your parents.
Yeah.
Like, oh damn, you didn't even raise him right. He can't
Mm,
even. What were you at? What was you looking at? You ever had making babies? You
mm.
cutting up? Like, damn, I ain't even thinking about that image from my own parents. But
But it's
I never even
life.
apologized. I'll apologize later on, but at the time, I definitely didn't even think to apologize.
The thing is, it is life for one. And it's not, I don't want to say it's something that bothers me, but I think that I didn't get the birds and the bees conversation, right? I didn't, and I know a lot of my friends and other family members didn't get that conversation. Not only did they didn't get that conversation, just the
It's
conversation in
expected.
general is so taboo. They don't even talk about it in church. You don't talk about sex. You don't talk about any
Hmm.
of these things. But guess who the people who are still talking about it? And it's revolving
Everybody
around
else,
everybody else. Everybody in high school,
everything
everybody,
else.
we're all horny. We got puberty, all these different things. So the
You
people
was
who actually,
cutting up back then.
right, the people who have the experience and the
I
guidance,
needed to be humble. Thank God this moment happened. Nothing. Who knows what would have happened to me? I
right?
would have had to learn a harder lesson in an uglier way.
Yeah.
Having a beautiful daughter is easily a choice for how ignorant and how blatantly I was just not paying attention sometimes.
I think it would have been a little bit
I
easier
thought
to
I was
have
low
the
key invincible.
conversation.
Like literally, it can't happen to me.
Yeah, I think it would have been a
It
little
was
bit
always my
easier
sum up.
to have the conversation with your parents if we would have been used to having those type of conversations. And not only
Mhm.
it would have been better for us, it would have been better for them. Maybe your dad would have not
Yeah,
taken a month to talk to you because he knew how to, navigate his emotions in his conversation around things that had to do with sex and being
the
pregnant
thing
and
is,
having kids.
he has talk. He has talkable kids. Kendrick was most talkative at one point in time. I was both talkative at one point in time. We talk all the time.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong. Now, my dad might not be a man of many words, but you can still talk to us.
yeah.
But my mom never really wanted to have those conversations either with taboo.
You think it's because she had boys and it might have just been weird for her?
Yeah, and she only grew up with one brother, but she had a sister too. So I guess.
Yeah, it might have been one of those things. So now let's jump out of that because that was in the past where we just didn't know anything, right? The resources are a little bit greater now. Family is a little bit easier to talk to about it now. Let's jump all the way to today. Tell me about baby girl. It's been so long since I've seen her. It's gonna be one of those things. If she saw me, she'll be like, "Who are you?"
She's not gonna know who you are.
Yeah, she's
She's gonna
not
act
at
like she
all.
doesn't know who anybody is. I just stuck up. I did it again. She's gonna act like she doesn't know who anybody is. But that's my baby. My baby, my girl's in her own world for sure.
Talk to
But
me
very
about her. I
smart,
want to
intelligent girl.
put me.
She's at the illustrious Rogers Her too.
Wow, that's man.
Actually, we should tell how I originally met you, sir. But it's
Go
a
for
sad
it.
story on my end. Great story for you.
Go for I'll remember that. I'll never forget
Yeah, yeah. I unfortunately I won't either. So
it. We met in middle
it,
school, bro. And like we had one of our last football games, and it was a
our
very
rivalry was like the Bloods and the Crips,
yes, the
UNC
rivalry.
versus Duke.
It was
We took
tight.
that rivalry bigger than any high school rivalry.
It was so big that our middle schools moved to a high school to play the game, so we'll have more room. Like we needed like essentially like a stadium, not a full stadium, but we needed a lot more room because everybody was going to come to this game. And not only were we like uh I mean, I guess button heads on like the rivalry was like that. All the players on these teams, like half of each one of these teams all went D1 in either basketball, football, track. Like these guys were just
Something.
amazing. And that's a big reason why we even went to the state championship because we put both of those teams together. But I remember it was a close game all the way to the end. And I guess I was running back during this time, right? You might have to tell the rest of the story. It's a little blurred for me. I just remember just
So at the time, I was an underrated athlete. You know, they didn't respect my skill set. So I wasn't playing that much. Vad was playing both sides of the ball. He
yep.
played quarterback and linebacker. Vad catches a cramp. He starts limping off the field. I'm talking about it's maybe I think we're up. It's like
Mm-hmm.
7-6 or something. Like
Yeah, it
we're
was real
up.
close.
They got the ball. Maybe like a minute left. Can't get no better. Vad comes in. He limps off. I'm sorry. He limps off. He says, no, I put Wesley in the game. I said, my nigga, thank you. And he said, you're down to get the game. I said, yeah.
Dowdy
I'm
in
in
the
there.
game.
First play, boom. I think they threw outside.
Mm-hmm.
I missed the tackle. No, I got in on the tackle and it went down. The very next play, they threw like this little ugly screen route.
It was
Now,
ugly.
Meyer is a heard of athlete at this time. They said he ran track. They said he was a good athlete, but we didn't give a damn about that. We said, I'm going to kill this African brother. He's African, right? Yeah, we call him African booty scratcher. You know, we saying everything.
Yeah,
Back
it
then.
was
I don't
wild
know
then.
him.
Yes.
So I hate him. I'm like, I'm going to kill this African booty scratcher brother. And so he gets the ball. It's like in slow motion. I read it perfectly. You would think I was Ray Lewis.
Bro.
I cut through, and Meyer does like, and we watched film.
Yes.
He normally, I've never seen him make a juke, but he did like this little dead leg move.
That was my first one
he
ever.
Got me, and it's like my foot got stuck in the ground. I was like, oh shit! He kept going, and then I fell. And it's like I'm watching him just take off.
It was a track meet after
and
that.
Nobody
I was just
touch him.
Oh, you were gone.
I'm like,
gone.
where the fuck is everybody else?
Because I know football.
But let's know.
It was probably
I could have tackled him behind the line of scrimmage.
It was what, a 40 to 50 yard run? I'm pretty sure like there was no way that we were going to be able to score.
56, whatever.
You said it was 56?
Yeah, it was nice. It was credible. It was nice.
You think we might still have the film somewhere, bro? We might have to.
I'm not looking for it, but
I'm
sure somewhere.
We might have to find
the lowest moment of my athletic career.
Look at two dads looking back at the times.
That hard with anything else.
Oh yeah. Oh, ooh.
He'll be so mad.
Ooh. If we find the film, we're gonna put it on this thing. But let's go back.
But
you know, me and you, we can catch up forever. We gotta go back. We gotta stay focused. I want you to
tough. That was tough.
I want you to tell me about
nice meeting you though.
I want you to tell me about baby girl. What is she like? What's her temperament? What's y'all's relationship now?
She's at that stage. She used to really adore her time with me. She's 12 now, officially a preteen. Now she couldn't care less how much sitting time, laughy, jokey time we had. She's iPads, watching her what she want to watch, talking who she want to talk to, in her own thing. Now, no, I am her teacher too, so I demand a lot of attention. I tell her this all the time. You're an A student at Rogers, sir. I think that is dope.
That is
amazing.
Dope. I was
We're
not.
gonna keep that going because that's our standard.
Yes.
But I am your teacher in this thing called life. Okay, so you don't get played out by some funky head little brother out here or just get duped up out here. You need to learn about life.
Life coach.
Now, boo, you are failing. Okay.
You told her she was failing?
Like, oh, daddy. My nigga.
She just didn't. Man, my oldest is like that too, bro. He's just happy all the time. It just
she is her own world, though.
In his own world. Everything is Sonic.
I respect it, though.
Mario.
So I got a crusher for both of y'all. Because I know we kind of, how do I put it? We want our kids to have a better upbringing than we did. Right? But I also don't want to scare them. So like, help me out. How do we like carefully balance out, making sure their joyfulness isn't broken, but we still gotta give them some hard knowledge. Because my family, the hard knowledge they gave me, they sent me to Haiti. I learned that way.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not teaching my daughter that way.
No.
Right. But
if I had the option.
You said it's an option?
I love him.
that would be low key dope. I sent out there for about 9 hard weeks.
They'll learn something.
Yo, I had to switch the camera. Oh, bro.
Hey, she'll come back with a whole new perspective. Hey,
completely.
But I feel
how do we balance that?
I'll let you start with that. And I know there's a little lag, so I apologize. But Yeah, I'll let you start with that.
Oh
Like,
no, you
what?
fine.
How do we balance that?
I'm big on like not projecting fears. So I know I was a very privileged brother. Literally, all my friends are like somewhat connected to my parents in some way, somehow. So you kind of feel like you pick and choose your own friends, but in a weird way, they were already set up for us.
Mm,
So I kind of wanted that same thing for when I was growing up. That I for my daughter, that I could she have like a cool set of friends that maybe her parents knew, but catch is all my friends don't have kids.
yeah.
So
Oh wow, yeah. Oh, I didn't even
it's
think
not
about
even
that.
like that. And then it's not like I'm going out and meeting a whole bunch of different parents. So I'm young. I'm trying to go to college. A whole bunch of other stuff has happened. So I wasn't able to link up with a whole bunch of young parents. And neither was the mother of my child. So we weren't able to really meet a community of like young parents that's trying to figure it out, or just other parents in general. So I try not to even harken back too much on how I grew up because at the same time, we in a whole different ball game.
Yeah,
We had the internet and our parents did not know what they was doing when they gave us the internet.
yeah.
Now it's a whole nother beast.
It
I don't
is.
even think we even realize what we're dealing with because it's new stuff every day.
Yeah.
You kind of have to be on it. And I was never one to be like one of those hand off the iPad. I'm a little annoyed. I'm trying to relax. You still on your iPad kind of parent. Because you never know what's on the iPad.
Yeah.
But then next thing you know, you kind of might get caught up in it too, because it's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we got to use the resource.
But no, no, of course you want to give your kids everything you want. Like I want my baby to have her car when she turns 16. Of course she will if she's doing what she's supposed to do
Yeah.
and get her driving stuff. But of course, I'm gonna do exactly like my parents did. I didn't realize like I'm like, oh, I'm hyped, I'm ready to do everything to get my job and stuff. And my mom was like, they not helping me find information. You go figure it out, player. You really
Mm.
want to draw? You go figure out when these classes was. I'm like, yo, you ain't want to let me know nothing. And she can hear her talking like, yeah, I heard Weston missed another class period of them driving classes. He ain't taking this time. I'm like,
So those are your first chance to really understand responsibility, though. That's real life stuff.
if you
So
want something,
mm-hmm, you got to go
you
do the
need to
work.
pay attention and learn how to figure out how to get it. Because
Yeah,
then it was right in front of me anyway.
yeah.
I was ignoring
And I think
it. I just thought it was gonna be given.
I kind of try to set up that same balance for Azal. Like I think what you said about not trying to project fears first is awesome. Sometimes it's hard not to do though. Like naturally,
Way
you're like,
easier said than done.
don't do this. You're gonna step out in the middle of the street and blah 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 blah. Like that's on a smaller scale. Um, but the other one is Azai. Actually, I'm gonna have Azai come in here real quick because there's one of the rules that I set up that I kind of had that kind of be a challenge for me. I was like, how do I try to prepare him somewhat for the world without giving him too much context that is gonna scare him. But I need
Mm-hmm.
to at least set him up. Like I need to set up some filters. I need to set up some triggers or some settings that would allow. Come here, baby. And I set them up. One of them is like in a form of a rule. Let me try to see. Can you hear him? Talk right in here. Say hello,
Mm.
Zai.
Hello.
All right. So
What's up, Superman?
he said, "What's up, Superman?" Now, real quick before you go back and play your game, can you tell him maybe a couple of the rules we have? What's one of the rules? What's rule one?
I'm I'm scared.
It's okay. Just say rule. You can look at me and say, "What's rule number one?" Come on, we gotta keep going. Say, give me a rule. Rule number one.
Can you say it?
Yeah, rule number one is never wake up mommy unless it's an emergency. I need that one for myself.
Facts.
That keeps me safe. All
Smart
right, what's
brother.
another rule?
I'm scared.
It's okay. It's
I'm
okay.
scared for all of them.
Huh?
All of
Can
them.
you tell me?
Can you, yeah, tell Uncle Sonny. Go to that side and tell Uncle Sonny real quick.
Come tell me.
So number one is never wake up mommy unless it's an emergency, because mommy needs her rest.
Come on.
Come on, baby.
You're good. It just need you. You're talking to daddy. Just talk to daddy.
What's another rule?
What's another rule?
Tell me the one about secrets real quick, and then you can go back and play a game. All right, I think he's a little shy. Okay, go play a game, baby. It's okay.
You're good, bro.
You're fine.
I know
So
how it go, man.
yeah, it's like that sometimes. But one of the rules we have is you're not allowed to keep secrets. If somebody ever comes to you and tells you, "Hey, don't tell your mom this or that," you have to tell mommy and daddy. Like no matter what it is, you're not allowed to keep those type of secrets with nobody. You have to let us
If I
know.
told my daughter to keep a secret, it's like telling her to tell everybody.
Right. But he will. Like he keeps them with Avery. Like he likes loyalty, right? So if somebody tells him to keep it, he might think it's cute
Respect.
or it's funny, but I need to know those type of things. And we
Mm-hmm.
know the reason why we're telling him to set it because some an adult might be trying something with him, whatever. Like we understand that. But when he asks
We have the
why,
real fears.
yeah, he's like, why can't I why do I have to do that? Or, why am I keep why is somebody gonna tell me a secret? Oh, just, whatever questions might come with that. Now I have to
Mm-hmm.
choose how do I open up this conversation without making him afraid about what I'm gonna do, about what somebody else might be trying to do. So it's a walking on the curb teeter totter type thing, right? There's safety in it. You
One
got to
thing
set
I've
them up.
realized is like every generation of kids, we ask why even more than the previous generation.
Yeah,
And no, it's even more wise as we keep going.
yeah,
And of course, there's a whole bunch of uncomfortable answers, but you got to be willing to try to answer as best you can.
yeah. I mean, that's really all you can do. What I want to hear from you too is like guys who might be in the situation that you were, having a child young, unexpected, just not really knowing what they should do. And I know you said like, hey, you had great family, you had, maybe the support of your friends, but you still didn't fully feel prepared or confident or comfortable. What should they do? Like, who could they reach out to? What ways could they be a little bit more prepared?
Sometimes preparedness can be a little bit of an illusion.
Mm,
Okay. And I think being prepared for kids is definitely one of them.
yeah,
You can say or do whatever you want, but having a human being in your hands, totally different world.
yeah,
You know, like, oh, people say, I got a dog. I'm like, yo, my nigga, your dog is not gonna tell you I don't want to eat this. She might not
yes,
eat it, but you'll be like, oh, huh, what you want, Charlie? You want some
wow,
food? No, she's
yes,
gonna say, my nigga, I don't want this.
yes.
What's so completely different?
That's
Okay.
so true.
But it's really no preparing for some of that stuff.
That's so true. I don't think you could have said that better. I think you literally kept that as simple as it could be, because a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
our friends will come up to us like, "Oh my god, like I don't have kids, but I have a dog," and it's
I
just like,
hate that. That's a pet peeve.
my wife
And I'm not
hates
gonna
it.
lie, I actually used to like dogs until I had a daughter, and like dog people say lines like those.
Yes, and I'm a
Like people
dog
really act like
person.
dogs are kids.
I never would have thought like I'm a dog person. I love dogs,
Facts.
had many a dogs, helped train them,
Me
all
too.
these different things. And to be honest with you, I actually see the connection between, dogs and very young kids with how I treat them. But when
Great
people come
companions.
right, but when people come to me and they say they compare like their dog to my child, I don't like it.
Red
So if
flag.
you're out there and you hear it, don't do that.
Yeah.
Like it's not cute.
Like when my dog pissed me off, I could send him outside.
Right.
I'm not doing
Can
that with
you
my
do that to your
daughter.
kid?
Yeah, you
Like,
can't do
bruh,
that.
what?
Yeah. You
You
can't
sent your kid outside. That kid's gonna never forget that. Okay.
Yeah, that would be horrible. You'd be in jail right now if you did that.
You will be.
Right.
You would be in jail. There's not. It's not the same. I can't take my kid to the shelter. Actually, I guess you kind of can take a kid to the shelter. That's a whole nother conversation. But it's not. It's not called the shelter.
Man,
Yeah, like
trust me. You give your kid away, and people gonna look at you sideways. You give that dog away, okay, the dog's gone.
Yeah. Now going from being a young father, and you're still young. We're all still young, but starting earlier than you expected. What has changed for you, fatherhood wise? Like, explain to me, maybe the appreciation you have for fatherhood now.
Oh, I used to be a real eager parent, like, cause I co-parent, so when I get out, I want everything to kind of like distinctly go certain ways, and if they don't, I'm really like peed off.
Hmm.
Oh no, no, this is my weekend, so I need to do this, that, and the third. Okay, maybe the baby daughter's not feeling well, so You might need to adjust some things. No, I don't want to adjust nothing, man. I'm trying to do things the way I want so she can
Right.
envision the fun times with dad the way I wanted to envision it. That's also a note. I never truly wanted to be the fun parent. I
Really?
wanted to be the strict parent.
Oh my God. I've never heard that from a
I
dad
wanted to
before.
be feared. I wanted to be feared.
Why?
This little girl don't fear me, man. She respect me, so that's all I got. She
There
don't
we go.
fear nothing.
That's
She
good.
be looking at me sometimes like, it ain't like he gonna whoop me. I'm like,
It's like, dang. She knows.
I know. Oh, I know.
I feel like you're a
At the
softie,
end of the day,
bro.
my parents had that psychology.
You're a
My
softie.
dad's a cop. I really felt like he could kill me and life would go on perfectly fine.
Bro,
He
no.
is a captain. It can happen. I'm like,
He was like, he'll be able to
what
cover
is
this
going
up.
on, man? Yeah, this nigga, you already know my dad be, he's like, he knew certain things. I don't even know. Like,
He's
I
well
can't even
connected.
explain it.
He was well connected,
He
bro.
is well connected.
Like he's
When
still
he
very
tracked
well.
down who stole my phone in freshman year, I was like, this nigga different.
You see?
This nigga different. He ain't playing no games. He knew the nigga name. He knew
Oh my
everything about
God.
him, where he lived. I'm like, how you know that, man? And I'm like, I walk up to him next day like, who'd you do that? He's like, he handed it back, bro. Somebody took it from me and they handed me. I ain't know who phone it was. My face is on it. What you
Wow.
talking about?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you can't lie. My face is on the phone.
I'm
Wait,
like,
hold on. You had a
okay.
picture of your own face on the phone?
It was one of them.
That's
Damn, I
not
don't even
cool,
remember what
bro.
it was called.
You just
It
snitched on
was right
yourself. You're
after the
not cool.
razors, so it had a camera. So I took it. Don't matter.
What, after the
But
race, it
yeah,
was a sidekick? I loved my sidekick.
couldn't tell you what it was. Couldn't tell you what it was.
No, it was part of Blackberries. I remember you had the Blackberry for a little minute too. That was
Oh
actually
yeah,
kind
you
of
know, I
cool.
was a BlackBerry gamer, dog.
Yeah,
I
BC
had
used
the
to keep me
iPhone
on with
first
them
too,
too.
man. I was ahead of my time.
Yep. You and Cole, bro, y'all was ahead of your time. When I needed mine, but I had to go to BC, man. He used to get me right, dog.
Oh man,
I had every
I
phone.
got the iPhone like maybe like junior year. I think my brother put me on,
Man.
and ever since then, Apple done got my money.
Yeah. I see how it is, bro. What do you now we talked about your appreciation for fatherhood. If you had to put what fatherhood is in a couple words, I think everybody has a different appreciation and a different understanding for what it is, and they're in different scenarios. If you had to put it in just a few sentences, like what would you call it? What would be the job? What's the role? You got to make the mission statement. This is a hard job I'm giving you, but you got to make the mission statement
It's
for a dad.
patient love, because you need patience with your love,
Mm.
because man, they do love you up so early. Oh my god, Daddy, I love you. The cute little drawing stuff. Oh my god. But there will be a point where that stuff is not that cute anymore. It's
Oh,
like a
just
weird, awkward stage where it's
believe
really
me,
not that cute. And I'm like,
because they be trying to butter you up too. They know what they be doing.
yeah, like my baby got, I be giving her money all the time. And I'm like, yo, you still drawing me cards? Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
She ain't been drawing you
You
cards.
knew what Father's Day was.
Mm.
When it's Mama's Day, come on, hey Daddy, we need to go off somewhere. And then we go buy and get something. And I'm like, she's like, oh yeah, well Daddy, cash out me $30. And next you know, I cash out $30. And I look at cash out, she got like $500. I'm like,
But
why did I buy you a candle? This is, you can buy this $10 candle. If you could have bought these cards.
but
I'm
she
like,
know
why
what she's
don't you,
doing.
like, you're responsible enough, and then I make her buy it, but I'm gonna give her the money back. But I'm like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
need
of
you to
course.
see this
You
in the
trying to
same
teach her
time.
something.
Yeah, be responsible, pay attention. Why
Mm.
don't you remember some of this stuff? You've
That's the
been sitting around week after week. You know these holidays. Come on.
yeah. Let's do together some things we want to work on as being fathers. And I'll go first. Right now I got like a long list of things that I think I need
Who
to
you
work on.
telling?
And
Let my lady tell it.
one
Oh,
of my things right now is like my reactiveness. Like I get so like reactive right in the moment. I don't take time to slow down and regurgitate what's going on before I respond. And then I'm sometimes too far in the situation before I realize like he doesn't even know what's going on, or I just raised my voice at him and he doesn't even know why I'm even upset in the first place, or I didn't explain this. That's the reason why he doesn't get why it's so important. So that's one thing I'm working on. What's something that you're possibly working on or want to work on in your
brother,
dadmanship?
you have a tribe of young kids. You're on a whole nother planet. Okay. I cannot even understand. I'm not saying it might be chaos, but I can
Oh,
kind
it
of
is.
imagine a little bit of chaos.
Oh yeah, there
So
is
I can only
chaos.
imagine. My baby is at the age where I need to be giving off precise communication. You don't want to be saying too much crazy stuff because she really listening now about how I communicate with everybody. Because at the same time, I'm her first example of love. Really, me and her mom's relationship was their first example of love. But now she has a beautiful opportunity because I've been with my fiance for 10 years now. She's see our
Beautiful.
communication. My baby's been literally my highest, greatest help as far as being a parent. My fiance has made me 20 times a better dad and
That's
keeping
awesome.
me accountable, keeping me on my stuff, making sure I'm being attentive to everything me needs as a woman. Because again, I never had any sister. I had stepsisters, and I could just hide and by them,
Yeah.
hoopty hoop. You don't have to listen to nothing they got going on and stuff.
Right.
But now I need to be attentive to what's going on with my daughter. Oh my God, period's here. Oh, let me not make like some funny little joke. Because this could be traumatic right now, Wesley.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
yeah,
so I'm
that's
like,
good. I don't have
my
I have all
brother,
boys, so I never even thought about that. Actually, both of y'all girl dads. Have you? I mean, you're there,
whole
Sony. Have
nother
you had the
world.
conversation about it, or have you even? I mean, with
Nope.
with
But now I
Sam.
know who to call. I got Wesley's number.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know what to say, and I'm sure Sam is always great with like her words and what to do, and I know she's probably well prepared. But I just
You got
wondered
to
if you
be
even thought
gentle.
about it.
Yeah. I mean,
You got to
if I
be
don't know what to
gentle.
say, Sam will text me in the moment.
Mm,
Like, hey, I don't know what to say. Start texting me stuff.
mm.
Right? Like, I know my lane.
Yeah, I'm about to say I don't know if that's. But there's some dads who are maybe single dads who get put in that position. Like, so what do you say? I remember watching a clip on TikTok. It was Mr. T. You know Mr. T? Like, pity the fool. His daughter's actually a comedian. And she was talking about what it was
It's
like
funny.
growing up, like living with him. And she said her mom was on a trip, like for business or something like that. And it was the first time she was having her period. And she went to her dad and was like, Daddy, I'm on my period. I'm having a period. And he freaked out. He was like, he just froze. He was like, all right, just go in the bathroom and sit on the toilet till your mama gets back. And she's like, Mom
That's
doesn't get
crazy.
back for like another week. You want me to sit on the toilet for a whole week until my mom gets back? But it was a good moment, a very candid shot of what it looks like for maybe a dad who isn't prepared in that moment. So maybe that's stuff we need to start talking about first.
You need help, brother. Number one thing, understand you can't do it all. Parenting, even just having a mother and a father alone, they need help.
Yeah, that's true.
Lean on people. Understand your strengths and recognize and respect your weaknesses.
Hey,
Okay.
man.
Thank God when my weaknesses come, my fiance is right here and it
Yeah.
happens to be a strength of hers.
Yeah. And
So it works
congratulations
out.
again, bro.
My support system is amazing. Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, man.
You
This
know, you've been a great voice and helping me think of get my mindset prepared to marriage.
yeah, man. I call him all the time, bro. Even before he actually got
It,
proposed, I
it
would
be the
call him
weirdest random calls, and they're
random.
always on time.
I just the first thing
I'm
I
like,
say as
God,
soon as I get on the
God, you
phone is
creeping me out.
like, hey bro, you proposed yet? Oh, hey bro, when you get married? And now it's like, hey, y'all starting therapy yet? Like I just call him all the time. And that's our accountability because we never have a lot of time, but we keep
As
each
I'm
other
looking for a
accountable.
therapist.
Yep. It's
That's
amazing.
good.
And I got a forward question to ask you. This might be a personal, if you don't want to answer it, it's okay. But um, do y'all plan on having more kids? Is that something that you want? Something you
Yes,
thought about,
brother.
talked about? Just ask it, you
Hey,
know?
yeah. My fiance is a middle child. She has an older sister, younger brother, two adopted siblings. She's used to a big house.
Mm,
She wants at least two. My lucky number is four.
okay.
Now, if the fourth happens, it happens. But if I need Wesley Jr., I prefer to get Wesley Jr. next. So if you
Okay.
could give
Okay.
me like some little tidbits, you 4 for 4, brother.
Bro,
I don't even know how you
I
did
was
this winning
trying,
combination.
I
I
thought I
don't know
was
how you
having a
did it.
girl. Like thought I was gonna go boy,
Thought I was.
girl,
No, I
and be
didn't.
done.
I was praying for a boy.
Man, it did not happen for me, bro. No girls for me. I just
I think I need a girl too, though.
And
it's
you try good, and you got 2 more.
Now I got two more balls. Oh my God. Oh, finally. I got a
Crazy.
girl for number 3. Boom, boom, both boys.
You need energy.
Now what? Yeah, I need energy because they will,
Yeah.
and I gotta stay young too because at any point in time they might try
Oh.
to jump me or something. I don't know. I gotta watch out for them, bro. Like the look Noah
Maya,
gave me today
the thing
was
is,
horrible.
they're all going to try you.
Oh, they already tried me. Like, I'm gonna tell you a
They
story.
might get bigger than you.
Noah yesterday is the oldest twin. Yesterday, college game day, I was watching the football game. Tiana wanted to take a nap, so she was taking a nap as I was asleep. So I'm supposed to be watching. I mean, Avery was asleep. I'm supposed to be watching the twins and Azar. Azar's easy. He's old enough. He can do his own thing. But me, I'm trying to watch the Colorado game because I want to see if Prime gonna do it. Now,
Great game.
right when the game started getting good, that's when the twins decide they don't want us to behave no more. Before I know it, I'm hooping and
That
hollering,
kid force you.
and I just hear water splashes. I go in the bathroom. Both the twins got both arms elbow deep in the toilet, splashing, just splashing. So now, every 5 seconds, I'm going to the bathroom to make sure one of the twins ain't in there. And the look that Noah got on his face, just waiting at the door, like, bruh, I promise you, as soon as you leave this bathroom, I'm going up in there. And if you don't, I'll grab you by the neck, chokehold you till I put you to sleep. That's the face. That's the eyes that I got. You know what I'm saying? And he's 11 months. And I could see it because he crawling, but he kind of like a pit bull. You know, he got his hands like that. So I'm like, I give him about 10 years, he might try me for real. With that same exact thing. Like, so I gotta watch out. I gotta watch my stuff.
And the thing is, they're all gonna learn from each other's failed attempts. But this is right now, Tom, you gotta beat them mentally. By the time I was in high school, my dad had a mental stranglehold on me. I'm gonna fighting that, messing with that brother, man. He got it, man.
I wouldn't do that to your dad either.
He had it.
He got actual skills with that. Like he trains to do that. It wouldn't be smart for you or your brother to roll up on your pops.
I could disappear, brother.
Yeah.
And just let him have it.
You don't want to do that. Hey, we got a couple of minutes left. There's some questions, at least one question that has been brought to me, and I got to figure out how I want to formulate it. And then if Son, if you got a question or anything like that to ask before we get out of here. My baby brother was having a conversation with some of his friends, and only one of them I think actually has a kid, but it was wrapped around sports. And we're both sports guys. We played sports and stuff growing up. We played together and stuff. The conversation was basically like, let's say you have a child, guy or girl, doesn't really matter. And they're pretty good. Like you see their potential, you know that they're pretty good, right? They get accepted into one of the very like those top elite, like IMG Academy, like though one of those type schools, right?
High schools?
High school. Do you send them? Why or why not? Their whole, I'll tell you what they were talking about a little bit, but do you send them? Why or why not?
Now, in my all honesty, Wesley Jr., what day do they have them together?
Do they have what?
Because I can get them there a week early, get them settled. We can learn the town. I'm gonna have him nice and comfortable up there in IMG because his ass is going. What you
now
think
why?
this is,
I want to
man?
I want to
You
hear
just gonna
why.
shit on your opportunity?
Now talk to me. I want to hear more of that though. Like what?
Now this has to go, and my baby gotta love it. If he show this love and true love for it, I'm like, brother, this is the process. This is the steps. And you want the best opportunity. Now, no, Durham is dope. I love Durham. You can make it out of Durham. We have NFL, NBA talent, but we're gonna always keep it as a tad bit realistic. And no, dreams aren't realistic. And if you want to make certain dreams, you can't be realistic. But you need to believe in you more than I believe in you. You need to believe more than anybody believes in you. You need to believe. And you need to believe that this is the best opportunity because look at their track record.
I got you.
That's like saying, nigga, do you not want to go play for Nick Saban?
I understand.
You want to go to UNC?
So basically, you're saying like if he's got the love
take
for
your ass down to Bama.
You say if he's got the best opportunity, basically, you just want to make sure that he actually shows you the responsibility, and you know that he's focused on something that he wants to do.
Now, please believe, if I walk him down the IMG and he's showing me in every body language and everything, that this ain't it, I'm gonna have to eat that L. But brother, when we back, we working,
We working.
and
I
I'm
got you.
gonna turn Durham into IMG. Okay,
Oh,
okay, you
that's
damn
good.
skippy. As far as your ass gonna be working,
Oh yeah,
okay,
that's good to hear.
you gonna get
The
everything
only
right.
time I
But that should already be the case.
that turn that down is the ones that have like a financial strain.
Mm,
Because in Jersey, there are some like academies and stuff like that. Some have some type of scholarship
yeah,
or
some of them do.
a tuition
Mhm.
cut or reduction, but some of them you still gotta pay no matter how good the child is.
Yeah,
And not everybody got that bread, right?
Oh, we'll
That's
get you there. I'm blessed. We'll get you there.
yeah, exactly. I'm just talking from the perspective. That's the only time that I've seen parents not help their child pursue,
yeah,
right? Especially let's talk about the sports that we're not talking about. I've known parents that their daughter want to go to like a dance or some type of um, art institute
yeah.
that you
Mhm.
have to pay.
Mm.
You can't. But thank God we live in this age. What is it?
Information age.
GoFundMe
Oh yeah.
and all that stuff,
Mhm.
right? You, if your child got talent, someone gonna put some bread there.
Well, that's
Oh yeah,
my
there's always ways.
that's my understanding though. Is like at least because I'm teeter tottering with it. I was talking to my baby brother about it, and I wasn't sure if I would send him there. Like not because I don't believe in the resources and stuff that they have, but if I'm talking about a child who already really has the talent and somebody who's really got it, what I've seen from young guys in sports and girls in sports is a lot more cockiness and flashiness and like all even like I'm watching like some of the 5-year-old kids playing flag football or doing dances and touchdown dance and they got the sleeve. It becomes more and more
We in a
like
highlight era,
yeah,
man.
in the highlight era where they care more about their social media and NIL deals and stuff. And I feel like if I were to
Mhm.
lead him to a location like that too early, like if I put everything in him early enough, you know, the values that I want to, the moral, all that stuff, I put it all in them. Hey, bro, you're good to go. You're set. Get up out of here. But I'm thinking about where I was sophomore year. I did a lot more learning my junior and senior year from the people around me, the coaches that I have, and the players and friends that I created bonds with. So that's the only thing that I think becomes somewhat of a challenge for me. It doesn't mean I wouldn't do it, but that's one of the things that I'm thinking about is will he also build the character outside of
Yeah,
sports the right way?
it would truly depend on the character that's already built already,
Yeah,
and I see what kind of kid he is already.
absolutely. Well, man,
But
this
assuming everything is A1, brother,
yeah, man, we're gonna see what my kids
let's
like.
get it going.
I can't
Hey, the
wait.
fam might move to Texas too. Hey,
That's
cheap
true.
land, bigger house,
Oh,
cool.
that is IMG
We
in
might be in
Texas?
Texas. Ain't IMG in Texas?
No, I was asking. It probably is. I don't know. I was just asking. I didn't know.
But I really have no clue.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna check it
Outside
out.
when I see them on TV, I have no idea where they are.
That would probably be the smartest location for them to go because they care about football a lot down there. They're on a whole
I
nother
care about
level.
everything.
But
Well, especially football.
yeah, oh, absolutely. But this went by pretty fast, bro. This was a
It
whole.
did, man. I was kind of like, oh, stop.
We was just now getting into it. This is not gonna be the last time we do this because
Yeah,
I
man,
will be
I
coming
didn't get a
down
chance
there.
to dig in deep.
Yeah, I'm gonna be down there, bro, and we're gonna legit like talk. This is the introduction to the conversation. Now everybody has a
You
little
gotta
bit of
come
the
see me.
backstory. What everybody has a backstory. I'm gonna come down there. I'm gonna see you, bro. And we're gonna do this again.
You already know, bro.
Thank you for joining us, bro. I love you, man.
Love you too, man. I'm gonna see you soon.
One.